we have a special guest here today, Becky Estepp. Rebecca Estepp.
Either one.
Either one, okay. And Becky, you and I have known each other for some time with your work in the autism field. And currently, you are the spokeswoman for, or Director of Communications.
Director of Communications.
For the Elizabeth Birt
Center for Autism Law and Advocacy.
Okay.
Which we go by the acronym EBCALA. Okay. Because that's a little easier to say. But we're named after Elizabeth Birt, who was one of the first warrior moms. One of the first, she was a brilliant attorney out of Chicago, who was one of the moms that noticed something after the vaccination of her son. And tragically, she was killed in a car accident in 2006. And there are many attorneys in our community. They came together and wanted to put together a law center for our kids with her, in honor of her. And I've been blessed to be a part of this amazing organization. I think there are so many amazing autism organizations, but I really feel EBCALA is special because they noticed that the legal needs of our kids, there's no one really addressing that. And so we address special education law, family law with like custody issues. Health insurance is a huge one, trying to get your providers or your health insurance providers to pay for therapies. Right. There is so much information at ebcala.org on the different legal needs, and unfortunately, as these kids are getting older, we're having criminal issues as well because of the social, they're not understanding socially what is acceptable and what is not. So we even can help people with criminal issues, and unfortunately we get probably once a month, somebody incarcerated that shouldn't be.
I'm so glad to hear exactly what the mission of the organization is, because I've actually had calls at ACT today on issues like this.
Right.
And now I know where to refer people to.
Right. We're a growing organization. We're always trying to fundraise like anybody else so that we can, right now, it's like on a wing and a prayer, but we are trying to grow it. We can refer, point people in the right direction, and many times it's been a really critical lifeline. And we also are working a lot on vaccine exemptions. As you know, in the state of California now, it's getting harder to get an exemption after they passed the AB 2109 law. And that is just going to keep happening all over the country. So we have very talented attorneys working on exemptions, and also looking at the vaccine injury compensation program and if it's fair to families.
Let's talk about exemptions for just a second, because I think there are a lot of families out there who don't know what an exemption is and don't know that it's a possibility for them. So explain for us.
Well, 48 out of 50 states have exemptions. Mississippi and West Virginia, you do not have exemptions.
So vaccines are mandatory where there is no exemption.
Right. It is, you can exempt for different reasons, either philosophical, medical, or religious, in 48 out of 50 states. So, but in California, we just passed a law, and I don't know if it's passed, but I don't know if it's enforced yet, that if you want an exemption for your child, for your vaccines, you are going to need to be counseled by a pediatrician. They will have to sign off that they have counseled you, and then you can sign the exemption. And that, I think, is an unnecessary obstacle, in my opinion. I worry about families who might be economically depressed, because that's going to be another office call, another doctor visit, another copay. And and what about these busy working parents? They might think, well, forget it. I don't need to do that.
I'll just go ahead and.
When this should be your, it's an exemption. The state shouldn't be putting themselves, your doctor, in between your parental rights.